Hello everybody, how you doing? This is Lord PeteyTV here to give you another weekly update for what our Mythic Pluses are going to look like. From last time I checked, I think this is week 16, I'm going to say. That sound about right? 16? Um, Double checking now. No, I am wrong. 16, 17, 18. We're on week 18 already of our Mythic Pluses. Now, so couple of things transpired since the past week has gone through. They've already told us when the next Mythic Plus time frame is going to be. Let me double check it. I think they're saying that it is going to be. I think what they said May. I'm gonna do a quick check right now. Um, uh, uh, so uh, they already said the end of it is going to be. Oh, great! Thanks, computer. Take your time. Uh, They haven't given us an exact date? No. May 9th. That's what I thought. May 9th is when season 2 starts, which means we got a couple more weeks left. So we got one, two, three, one, two, well, starting the 11th. So let's say starting the 11th. So it's going to be one, two, three more weeks. Four more weeks? One, two, three, 4 more weeks. We have 4 more weeks left of Mythic Pluses left for season 1, and then we're going to go into season 2. So it's going to be very fun, very exciting to see all those changes. They're adding a bunch more different affixes in. They're moving affixes around, so affixes which were normally 4 are now going to be at 7, and the stuff that was at 7 is now being moved to 14. So that stuff is going to be moved over, which is going to be very, very interesting for us all to see. Which is going to be interesting. We're going to have to see how that plays out. And those affixes feel a lot more brutal on PTR right now, and I think they're trying to work on that out. And they're revamping explosive a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Now, as for next week, for our what is it week for week 18, it is going to be tyrannical, spiteful, quaking, thundering. Um, yeah, that's gonna be fun. So as we go through here real quick, tyrannical, more bosses have more health, and they deal more damage. Spiteful, that means the little dudes are gonna pop out and go after everybody but the tanks. Then we have quaking, which means the little rumbling under your feet. If you're nearby other players, they're gonna take a hit. And then obviously after that, thundering. So let's take a moment to kind of think about that. And while we're doing that, I want you all to make sure you hit that subscribe button here so that we can end up, continuing to do what we love. So all right, so let's think about this for a second here. All right, tyrannical, spiteful, quaking, thundering. Tanks aren't going to have a bad time this week, other than having to deal with the quakeful and the quaking and the tyrannical. As long as melee is out of range and they're fine there. I don't see anything too bad about that. Tyrannical is just going to be annoying because you're going to have to use more cooldowns on bosses. So your packs are going to be a little bit smaller pulls, but I think you'll be fine to pull through there. I don't think it's going to be bad for them. Melee, just be a little, be a little on the edge. Make sure you sidestep your spitefuls. Make sure you're not standing next to other people for quaking, and make sure you're DPSing your ass off for the tyrannical. So I don't think that's going to be bad there. Thundering, I mean, it's just there and just annoying, but it's not too crazy. So we have that. Then we have our range DPS. Range DPS, make sure you're helping with those spitefuls. CCing them as best as you can. I think that would be a great idea for you there. Other than that, I don't think it's too bad. For ranged, just make sure you're helping with not dealing quaking on another person. So that's not too bad there. For your healers are probably going to have your harder of the weeks because you're going to have to deal with people getting hit with spitefuls, tyrannical bosses dealing a lot of damage, regular pulls. So I don't think it's going to be too out of the norm for you to kind of push through and continue to have a not too bad week. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be too bad. Now, as for always, when we're talking about the Mythic Plus dungeons themselves, you know, just be careful of your bosses on Halls of Valor, on your bosses on Ruby Life Pool, the last boss and the second to last boss on Temple of the Jade Serpent. Azure Vault isn't going to be that much of a problem. In No Code Offensive, make sure you're trying to down that, you know, that second boss, the Thunder boss, because you're going to need, you know, to be careful of those heals and stuff like that. You need a really strong healer for that. Agathar Academy, be careful of the tree boss, and the flying dude. Those guys seem to be the hardest hitters in that dungeon, so be really careful with that. Some people are even taking the thought process of scooping in, DPSing that the tree boss, using Lust there, going back, killing Veximus, leaving them, going to Call, killing Call, using Lust again on there, and then after that, going to the end boss. So you got to be careful of that too. I've started to see that trend a little bit in dungeons, more so than normal. But I don't think this is too bad. So I think through all in all, I think this week isn't going to be too horrible for a tyrannical week. It's probably one of the easier of the two. Then what they're stating next week is going to actually be a not too bad of a week if you're trying to like get portals. This week and next week not it shouldn't be that bad unless you're trying to go for Halls of Valor and New Code. Those two are going to be probably the hardest this week to deal with. So if you're going to go through any of these dungeons, I would highly recommend trying to stay away from them. If you're trying to get portals, if not, by all means, you can get portals anywhere you really need. So, all right. Anyway, yeah, I think that's a really good place to talk about. If anyone is planning on thinking about wanting to start participating in a raid, we're taking applications for people for Friday nights, and I think we're going to start trying to produce uh like a 12-person heroic raid team that we can just blitzkrieg through content, just so that we can get that in there, get that done, blitzkrieg through, finish it up, call it a day, and that way we can make sure that we have loot for carries and things like that. So that's something that we're thinking about talking about. So please make sure you put comments below if you have any questions. Make sure you hit that subscribe button here. If you go to Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button there. If you want to support the channel, by all means, you can hit the subscribe button there. I would greatly appreciate it. And once again, I will talk to everybody. I will talk to everybody next week. Dream big, keep gaming. Good luck on your keys. Good luck on your vaults. We'll see you all soon. Love you. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.